Well, it's a little farther along in the day. It's not morning. We are in, we're in Orlando. Getting ready to make our drop here. Oh, we are 1 mile away exactly. A little, not nervous, just worried about finding who is accepting this car. When you bring them up on on Google, you don't really get much as far as the business name it says, but it looks like it's maybe like an industrial plaza or park. So hopefully there's, you know how you get these places that have just like a bunch of shops side by side. So hopefully someone's there to assist with unloading this thing. Because of how low the rear is to the ground, it makes it quite the pain. You can't just like roll it out of the trailer because the exhaust will hit the ground. And A, because it's lowered, and B, because it has all the parts, the old engine and everything are in the trunk of that car. So we're gonna turn left here, and in 7/10 of a mile we'll pull into our area. So hopefully it's goes smooth, because I have a customer waiting for me. So I'm gonna make one drop, I'm gonna make one pick, I'm gonna make another drop, then I'm gonna make another pick. Kind of a pain in the butt, but then I don't have to backtrack, and it just makes sense time-wise because all these are private. The only people that are really waiting for me are the people that are in Fort Myers, who I'm picking up first. So I'll pick up them. I'll come from Orlando to Fort Myers, and then from Fort Myers down to Naples. So I'll make a drop and make a pick in Naples. So it works out. No backtracking. Then once I get that done, I can be done, and I can assess the situation of how long to get home and things like that. How beautiful Fort Myers. There's a Tesla. Just pulled in this Ford Edge. This heads to New Jersey. Now we got to drop that off in Naples. Once we drop that off about 6 miles from this lady's house, we're going to replace that with a 2019 Mercedes. Then we can head north. Well, made it to the Pilot, Fort Myers. We have made 2 pickups and 2 drop-offs today, and it is shower time. It has been a hot, sweaty, dirty day. Thankfully, this place isn't busy at all. I just reserved a shower. They had 3 available, so I'm gonna go in here and get cleaned up, find a place to call it a night. Well, just got diesel for $3.25, which is nice. We're here in I don't know what this town's considered. It's outside of Kingsland, Georgia. It's exit 7. So I don't know if it's still Kingsland or what. But the RTS has been the best here recently at Circle K's. And Circle K's are real hit or miss. I mean, if they're on the app, I don't know why I'm eating these first. Should probably eat my lunch. They're real hit or miss. They have truck pumps if they're on the app, but they're complete dumps. This one's actually pretty nice. So, oh, that's what I got on here to say. I am working on a deal right now to get rid of the single cab. I am looking at trading it on a something a little more useful. We'll see if it works out. It's a crew cab dolly truck that I'm trading it in on. I won't say much more than that because I don't know what's going to happen. And seems to be a nice truck that they have. It's a little older, which I like. And
it'll give me something more useful, if for not even just for me, for somebody else to drive. Like, I've got help during the summer, like part-time help during the summer from a few people that work in the school system, and they've often in the summer want to make some money, so I'd like to put them in a truck that was comfortable. A single cab just isn't practical anymore. It was when I was home every night, but not now. So, working with this dealer, the lady's been really nice so far. Dealing with dealerships is like one of my least favorite things to do in the world, but I told her, I was like, hey, listen, like, I'm on the road most of the time. Your dealership is about 6 hours from my house. I'll give you everything you need as far as pictures and this and that and whatever you think you need to get us an accurate number on trade-in. And I'm like, the truck's not moving, here's how many miles on it, I'm gonna haul it to you, I'm not gonna put any miles on it, and let's see if we can even get close. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. You don't know till you try on something. So I'm hoping that works out. That way I can have a backup truck, a backup truck, a backup dually at the house all the time. A truck I use, you know, because I pay insurance on these things, then I don't use them, and it's just wasted money. And then have something that I can, like I said, I can throw somebody in, you know, part-time during the summer, or hell, if I find the right person, I might put a full-time driver in it and have them help me with certain things. So we'll see what happens. Man, DOT's got everybody pulled over out here. This log hauler just passed me probably like, I don't know, 2-3 miles back. I pulled him. I couldn't get the camera on fast enough. Back there they had 3 other trucks pulled over. I guess this is like, what is this, 301? We're getting ready to get on the 10. In Florida, came up through Ocala. And that's probably 6 or 7 DOT officers by this point, I guess. Today is the 16th, that's right. So, today's the first day of the blitz. I think it's the 16th through the 18th. So, apparently Florida's working this. We'll see. I know Georgia's usually pretty aggressive. Virginia's hit or miss. Sometimes Virginia can be a real pain in the butt. Lumberton scale in North Carolina, they're usually tough, so we got a day ahead of us. I'm not real excited about it, but also really not scared. I know there's a bunch of talk about people like avoiding the blitz and this and that. And yeah, there's some people out there that shouldn't be running, period, because their equipment's not up to standards. But for me, it's not the, you know, not being scared of the, like, getting a violation. It's just dealing with the headache sometimes. When they say they're running a blitz, that is obvious targeting. Hotshot trucks get targeted enough. Like, it's every day we're targeted. It's like, when is enough enough? But they do these blitz, and then it just gives them an excuse to be overly aggressive. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's really just, I don't think it's all about public safety. It never has been about public safety. 1 out of 20 trucks they catch maybe are a danger to the public, but it's all just a revenue scheme. And it's hurting small business more than they do. You won't see as many mega carriers pulled over for this blitz. It'll be all small fleets, owner operators, and things like that. So that's why I just find it more frustrating than anything.
So I'm about done for the night. I probably got another like 70, 80 miles or so. I'm gonna set myself up so I can go through Washington, D.C. and Baltimore like extremely early in the morning. I wanted to make it home today, but there was so many delays, that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna set ourselves up, so my plan was to go home and then, you know, get up early and just go deliver these cars. So instead of going home tonight, I'm just gonna set myself up in a position to get through the cities early, and then deliver, and I can get home tomorrow at a decent time. And so we're at another Circle K, but I was having this, so obviously on the road I get so bored, so I'm listening to podcasts and stuff and whatnot. So I was listening to a podcast about electric vehicles and how, you know, we are way far off from commercial vehicles being electric, you know, the infrastructure and things like that. That got me thinking. They were talking about mechanics, and somebody had commented, was like, well, there's not going to be mechanics, it's just going to be you know, it's all computer, everything can be, you know, fixed to the computer. And I'm thinking to myself, so, you know, when an electric truck breaks down on the side of the road and has a drive motor go out of it, or, you know, a hub assembly, it's all is, you know, not just because there's not a diesel engine, it doesn't mean there's a lot of, you know, the same components, and it gets towed in, who's going to be there to fix it? You know, the old school diesel mechanics aren't going to touch electric stuff, and the new school, there is no new school. Everybody wants to be, you know, an engineer or an influencer. You know, nobody wants to get their hands dirty anymore. Nobody wants to do the blue collar jobs. So who's going to do those jobs? And I don't know, it just got me thinking about that. And also got me thinking of, like, I'm trying to buy up older diesels because I'm, you know, pre-electronics, pre-def, I shouldn't say pre-electronics, but less electronics, pre-def, pre-DPF, everything like that. And I told you guys I had tried to trade, or I was in talks with a dealership about trading single cab in, and we were off on trade-in. Well, we weren't off from what they said they would give me to Kelley Blue Book, like the bare minimum Kelley Blue Book trade-in value. We were about $6,000 off. And I told the lady, I was like, I get that the truck's not there. You know, I sent you all the pictures I have. I get that the truck's not there, but $6,000 off is kind of like, it's not even worth me making the trip for that kind of money. And she was like, well, maybe this truck isn't for you. I don't understand why you're trading in a 2018 on something that's older. And she says, maybe there'll be a different truck that's a better fit for you. I have a 2019 online. I was like, whoa. How are you to tell me what kind of vehicle I should buy? And it's funny because I said, well, I don't think this is going to work out either. And she kept trying to call me, and I'm not answering the phone. So I think it's going to be time for some front tires here shortly. They are not that bad, you can see. And they're wearing evenly all the way across on both sides. These tires have, if you can see the wear mark there, these tires have like 82 or so thousand miles on them. They're the BF Goodrich commercial TAs. I don't remember what size these are, 235, 85, 16s, what these are. And I've had them on the front the whole time. The only thing I've done is rotate them side to side, and they've got 80 couple thousand miles on them.